minutes. Let's get right to it. So calculus basically helps us figure out kind of two problems, two kind of things in math. I'm going to start with one that's kind of easy. And that would be like the area and volume problem. Okay, so I'm just going to sketch out here real quick. So this is like a rectangle, right? So if I said find the area of this rectangle, we have a formula for this, if you recall. So it would be like length times width, right? So the area of this rectangle is going to be the length times the width. No problem, okay? So we know this because we were given a formula. Let's do a circle, all right? What if we had a circle, and this is not a perfect circle, obviously, but if I said find the area of this circle, hopefully some of you out there, or maybe most of you, remember there's a particular formula for this, okay? It's pi r squared, r being the radius, which is like from the center out this distance, and pi is a number of 3.14 approximately. So I can use this formula to figure out the area of this circle, and for this rectangle, I can use this formula. Now, let's just do one more example. What if I had a triangle? Okay, so again, if I wanted to know the area, this would be 1/2 base times height, right? So this would be the base of the triangle, this would be the height, okay? So formulas help us find the area, and by the way, this goes for volume as well. So these formulas come in handy with these kind of basic figures like triangles and circles and etc. So let's take a look at where calculus helps us out, okay? Where it's a tremendous value. And by the way, I can't overstate the importance of calculus in mathematics, engineering, science. I mean, it's huge. Really is as powerful as you may think it is. Probably more so. All right. So what if we had some crazy figure like this, for example? And I'm just trying to. What if we had some crazy figure like this, for example? And I'm just trying to draw something. Okay. So what if I said find the area of this particular object or this figure? Well, probably you're going to be looking for a formula, right? You're going to be, okay, yeah, I could find the area of this, just give me the formula. Well, guess what? There is no formula for something like this. This is very challenging, okay? So calculus helps us figure out the area of crazy looking figures like this, okay? And volume. They don't have to be as, abstract as this, but this is what calculus can do for us. This is the power of it, because without calculus, we would have to go through and just kind of like maybe try to estimate the area of this particular thing, but calculus can give us the exact area. Okay. Now, let's suppose that I took this this figure, and let's kind of put this like on an axis. Okay, and I circled it around, spun it around. So maybe it's kind of doing this business. Now, I don't know what it would exactly look like, but it might look like an object, maybe something like this. Kind of maybe sketching this out. All right, and then it looked like it would have some sort of hole in the middle, right? Maybe like this type of deal. Very difficult to kind of maybe imagine, but you can see if you did have this, let's kind of fill this in a little bit. Right, and then you just kind of rotated this around, you would create some sort of weird looking figure like this. So this figure, you would be looking for the volume, right? Like how much water would be able to fill this particular, let's say maybe it's a vase or something, you could put in, okay? Once again, calculus will tell us exactly how to do this. And you may think, wow, you must have to go through all kinds of crazy advanced calculations